Hello everybody, my name is Megan, if you're new to my channel, welcome to training, welcome back. This is the second time I filmed this, so that's fun. I filmed this entire video through, and when I went to upload it into my computer so I could edit it, it just did not exist, and I don't know how, I don't know why, so we're trying it on a new card. Hopefully this will work, because I want to get this up. It's already up a day later than it was intended to be. I should probably say, if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, this is my 2022 summer rolling project pan. So it's gonna go from basically yesterday, which was Memorial Day, up until Labor Day, you know, those nice 3 months of summer. Since I upload Mondays, it just made sense to be like, oh, like the beginning of summer and like the end of summer. So basically everything that I have in this project, it's going to be a 15 use rolling project pan. If I hit my 15 uses in between updates, which if I do this correctly I should, I will make a note of it and then just kind of introduce the product in between updates and let you guys know my progress as I go on. So with that being said, I have 9 products in front of me that I just want to hit 15 uses on and kind of get a better feel for them. Some of them are going bad and I just want to use them like a last couple times to make sure like that I can have my peace knowing that I've, you know, tossed them. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on in. This is my primer, and this is the Elemis Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. I got this in a BoxyCharm back in like January of 2021. And it says that it should be tossed after 6 months. It's been like 18 and we're still going strong. It's working pretty well. I have like a mixed feeling with this. I think it's really pretty, but like if you use too much it starts to like pale and it just becomes this like whole thing, so I don't really know. But 15 uses, I'll probably keep it until it goes bad or else it's empty. But I just want to make sure I get a solid 15 uses and then I can cycle in my next product. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. If you've been around for a while, you know that this took the industry by storm years ago. And I've honestly had this since like 2017, 2018. I wore this to prom one year, and I don't remember whether it was my 2017 prom or 2018 prom. But here we are. So this is what I've got going on. I did use it today and I was contemplating actually like if I should take it out of the pan, like the project. I really don't like how it lays on my nose, but I'm going to use these 15 uses actually to kind of get to know the product a little better. This is how much I have left. Obviously it's not, none of these are going to be finished in 15 uses. But I'm going to use these 15 uses to kind of get to know the product a little better and see if, because it hasn't gone bad yet, despite it being, you know, 5 years old. To see how, sorry my back is all messed up. To kind of get to know this product a little bit better and, I don't know, get some use on it, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and throw in my NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I am actually wearing all of these products today, so this is what's underneath my eyes. It's a good color for me, but like when I'm like the slightest bit darker, which is funny because like this is my dark color. I'm very pale if you are not new here. Sorry, if you are new here, I'm very pale. I'm still very pale, but like, you know. So I want to make sure, I've been like obsessed with my Glossier Stretch Concealer, so I want to make sure that I like get some use out of this one, you know. So 15 uses and then we'll see what I do from there. As for powder, this is the Fit Me, Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in the shade 110 Porcelain. I used to be really big into pressed powder, and then I've been doing a lot of loose powder lately, and I want to like, I've started using pressed powder again. But it wasn't this one, so I want to try to get some use in this because again this is old. It still works fine, doesn't smell off, like still super soft, whatever, but I want to make sure that I do get some use out of this. Maybe I can kind of put myself or put this back into my rotation. So 15 uses on this is the goal. And then for my bronzer, this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, just like the traditional bronzer shade. This thing is old, like disgustingly old, but it still smells like coconut, so I'm not really too worried about it. It still works just fine. There's like a little bit of hard pan in the middle, but that's easy enough to deal with. Like I said, it still works really well. I have a very, very light dusting of it on today, but You know, I've been really into my, when I do use a powder bronzer, I've been using my Milk Chocolate Soleil. So I want to make sure that this is getting some use because I do have quite a few bronzers that I need to be using. So here we are. For blush, I decided I was going to focus on my Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out blush, cream blush in the shade Petal Poppin', which is this bright pink shade. I have a little bit of it on today. I gotta kind of figure out, like, because this is a very full coverage foundation, and so obviously, like, I have to kind of, like, load up the other things. But this is what I'm using. I think it'll be better with, like, a little bit of, like, a lighter coverage, whatever, but again, I'm gonna be messing with this, so we'll see how it goes. But this was, I think, the first one of these that I got. I have 3 of them. And I just love the formula, but this is not a color that I actively reach for, so I want to make sure that I am reaching for it because I think it's really pretty. So, there's that. For highlight, I'm pulling the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek highlighter in the shade Lunch Money, which is this one. Again, I do have it on today. I used to be, like, obsessed with this. In fact, this was in my, I want to say it was in a project pan for me, which would have been last year, but I don't know for sure. But here we are. So again, 15 uses, kind of reevaluate how I'm feeling about it. I do have a declutter coming up, just a little heads up. I have my makeup inventory is planned for this upcoming Monday, and then I think I have a declutter coming up after that. I don't know, I got a lot to do. I have like a clothing declutter plan, like I got a lot going on, so stick around. This is gonna be new for me in like a project pans type of thing, but again, I'm just trying to get 15 uses on these products. This is an eyeshadow palette, and this is the Pure X Raw Beauty Kristi double-ended or double-sided pressed pigment palette, which looks like this. This is the one with the one side is neutrals and the other side is the bright colorful side. And so again, I'm typically, when I do wear eyeshadow, I'm much more of like an almost like neutral to like maybe leaning cool toned sort of a gal. But I do enjoy warm tones on myself, I just don't do it often. So that's one of the reasons why I pulled this, is because I want to kind of like use the warm tones, you know? So 15 uses on this. And then lastly, and honestly this may be bad, it's looking better now. I have had this for a very, very long time. It's a lip gloss too, which is like questionable. This was a Bare Minerals like birthday perk or whatever, like years and years ago, and I got it from my aunt whose birthday is the day after mine. And let me tell you, I got this thing nowhere near my birthday. So she had already had it open for a while when I got it, and then I had this years ago. But this is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Gloss in the shade Birthday Babe. And it's just this sort of a color. It's one of those like minty plumping lip glosses. It still smells fine. I definitely had to do a lot of mixing. But it still smells fine, so I'm going to use it for at least 15 times and then kind of reassess the situation at that point. But that is everything. Those are the 9 products that I have in this little 15-use rolling project pan for the summer. I hope you choose to stick around and see how it goes, see what other products I roll in and whatnot. Again, I mentioned this when I filmed yesterday or 2 days ago, but obviously, as we've established, I don't know what happened to that footage. It just disappeared. I did have a lot of things planned for this year, and I was super excited, like a bunch of different like project pans and just this, that, and the other. And then it's been a really long year so far, so obviously none of that happened, but I'm excited to kind of jump back in, and I'm hoping to be more consistent again. And so yeah, with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you give it a thumbs up down below or left a comment if you felt inclined to do so. If you want to see more of me in the future, I'm not sure I would, but hey, I'm not going to judge you. Go ahead and subscribe down below as well. And with that being said, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.